Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to break down the lineup construction strategy for the Cup Series race at Indianapolis Speedway this weekend. In this video I'm going to go over the past optimal lineups and what I believe you need to make your lineups to be like if you want to win a tournament, win a GPP this week. But before we get into the video, if you're new here or if you've been watching the videos and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell. All those things really help me out, help me grow the channel. And I'm thankful for all of it, so thanks for your guys' continued support, and just please continue to keep helping me out here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at DFS Nate Lane. I'll leave it in the description. On Instagram at NateLane_. I'll leave it in the description as well. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and get all of my content with a bunch of spreadsheets, articles, projections, rankings, tiers, all these different options, I'll put that in the description as well. All right, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I noticed when I was going through the past optimal lineups was that you only had the pole sitter in one of them. And that really surprised me because this track's a lot like Pocono, and where I really expected clean air and to be a huge thing and huge factor, and you want the guy up front to lead a bunch of laps and win the race. So I was a little bit shocked by that, so I went back and looked at the race logs, and I found out to learn that in every single race, the pole sitter did lead laps. You had, obviously last year, Kevin Harvick led 118 laps and won the race, so yeah, he was in the optimal. But the year before, 2018, Kyle Busch led 27 laps. He just didn't finish well enough, and there were two guys who did lead more laps than him that caused him not to be in the optimal. And in 2017, Kyle Busch also started on the pole. He led 87 laps, had an engine issue, and he finished like 30th or worse, something like that. So it doesn't matter then at that point if you lose 29, negative 29 and place differential points. No matter how many laps you're not going to be in the optimal lineup. So, so the pole sitter is going to be a great play. So if you look at average drivers that started in the top 10 each lineup, it was 1 in the last 3. But I think that's going to be a little different for this week's race. I think that it's going to probably have to be more like 2 drivers starting in the top 10, because the way qualifying is working right now, you have the draw for the lineup. So there's the top 12 drivers literally this year so far will be the top 12 starting, top 12 in points, or the top 12 starting positions. So those are you're probably gonna want to have 2 of them, because there's more than likely there's gonna be like 2 dominators, or like one really big dominator, another like semi-dominator, and they'll probably both finish high up, and you're gonna need them both if you want to win a tournament. So I think you're gonna probably want to go for probably more than likely 2 drivers really starting inside top 12. I know it says top 10, but top 12 in points are in there, and then you're gonna want to have looks like 2 drivers starting between 11th and 20th. That's on average, and every lineup had 2 drivers in that range. So I believe that'll stay true, because you're going to have drivers that are in faster cars who maybe haven't had the success this year, who are starting in that 11 to 20 range. Someone like William Byron, who's been good here in the past. Someone like Eric Jones has been good here in the past. Tyler Reddick's been fast this year. So those kind of drivers, they can finish. They've proven they can finish well here, and at tracks like this, like Pocono, they finish well. So I think those are good picks in that range. But I mean, we'll of course go over that, the driver by driver part, in my upcoming video that'll be out tomorrow, once salaries and starting lineups are official. So, but I do think for each lineup you're going to probably want to have 2 guys starting in the top 10 and 2 drivers starting from 11 to 20th. And then if we go up to 21st to 30th, we had an average of 2 drivers starting in that range. And I think, again, that's going to be a good range for really good place differential points. Maybe not like top 5 to top 10 upside like you have the 11 and 20 guys, but if you have a guy starting 30th and he finishes 15th, he's going to be an optimal lineup. I mean, unless he's priced up really high, so pretty much Christopher Bell. But, you know, I mean, Corey LaJoie is someone, for example, who's been running pretty well the past few weeks. He's been running in the top 15 to the top 25, so he's someone who can get up there. I mean, Bubba Wallace has finished 3rd here. So, like, you have guys in that range who can definitely pay off their salaries and even more. I think in optimal lineup, there's probably going to be 2 guys from 21 to 30. So, and then, I mean, the 31st and up drivers, the problem with them is a lot of them just aren't good. Like, in the past, yeah, there's been an average of 1 guy in those lineups. But, like, if we look at the lineups, like, look, last year Denny Hamlin started 33rd. We don't have anybody like Denny Hamlin starting 33rd this week. No one even close. The year before that, there was none. The year before that, you had AJ Allmendinger starting 40th. Like, I mean, I know he's not, like, a really high-priced salary guy here, but he's still, like, been a good driver in the past. Obviously, you know who named AJ Allmendinger, and he's someone that has, you know, had upside. So there's no one really back there that's going to be starting in that range that's going to have a lot of upside to me, except for, like, maybe Christopher Bell, who will be starting back there again. But the thing is, Draftkings has been pricing up Christopher Bell so aggressively that I'm not going to want to play him, even though he finished so high up at Pocono. I don't expect that to happen again. But so just something like that. So I think, I mean, depending on salaries, I think the way to make an optimal lineup this week is you're going to have 2 guys inside the top 10, preferably the guy in the poll. We'll see who ends up starting on the poll. If it's been someone that's been really fast lately, like someone like, obviously, Hamlin and Harvick have been the 2 best this year. But even someone more like Logano or Ryan Blaney or someone like that, if they start on the poll, they might be a really, really good option. And I think you're going to want to have 2 guys in that 11 to 20 range and 2 guys in the 21 to 30 range. So I think those are going to be where you're going to be looking to make lines from. If you're using an optimizer, I would probably set a rule to have 1 to 2 in the top 10 of just set groups, based on those things right there. I think it's going to be a good race. Even if you want to just make it, you have 2 in the top 10, 2 in 11 to 20, and then just set 1 for 21 to 30, because a lot of these drivers who are starting even in the 21 to 30 range won't be there this week, like Byron, Ryan Newman. You got someone like Matt Kenseth when he used to be better. Those are the kind of drivers who are in that range, so now it's more like Cole Custers and Corey LaJoyes and stuff, and Bubba Wallace's, guys that you may not necessarily want to play back there. So I think it's going to come down to what the starting lineups look like. So if you even just want to have 2 in the top 10, 2 in the 11 to 20 range, and set it for 1 from the 21 to 30 range, and then let the optimizer choose one more driver for you, and any of the ranges doesn't matter. I think that might be a good way to approach it too. But this isn't a track where there's like a ton of place differential. It's a track where track position is really important. You need the clean air to get out friendly laps, and I don't expect there to be a ton of movement. There will be some accidents. It's going to happen. It's kind of been screwing me the last few weeks. I know it's been screwing some other people, especially Eric Jones in the first Pocono race and Kyle Busch in the second Pocono race. Been unfortunate, but you can't really predict those. But I think that's what the optimal lineups are going to look like for this race. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some good information. I know it's just a quick little video, but I think these are very important videos, and I don't feel like adding it onto a driver by driver to make it a really long video, if that makes sense. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know how I did in this video, if what you liked, what you didn't like. All those things really, really help me out. And good luck this weekend.